billboard dreams in electric blue, promises I never knew. Clock on the dash says 2:30. Nothing chasing, nothing new. Memories ride in the passenger seat. Say too much but don't repeat. I let them talk, I let them fade, like the echoes every choice has made. Traffic dies, the city sighs, stars replace the neon signs. Somewhere past the concrete glow, there's a place I almost know. Last lights downtown, slipping out of sight. Everything loud fades quiet tonight. Last lights downtown, I don't slow it down. I let the moment run out with the last lights downtown. No headlines, no regrets, just the sound of the pavement. Every wrong turn led me here, every doubt disappears. If tomorrow asks where I've been, I'll say somewhere between what I lost and what I found under the last lights downtown. Last lights downtown, one by one go dark. I keep driving through the spark. Last lights downtown, no more looking back, just a road that fades to black. Engine cools, the night stays warm. I don't need a place to land. Some nights are meant to end this way, with the city slipping from your hands. Street signs pass like they know my name. Same old roads, but nothing's the same. Headlights stretch on the broken lines. City sleeps, I'm losing time. Radio breathes in a minor key, says nothing but it understands me. Every mile gets quieter now, like the world forgot how to shout. Traffic lights don't argue anymore. Green means go, red's just a memory. Every turn I don't hesitate. only distance, not goodbye. Some nights you don't need a place, you just need empty lanes. Empty lanes, stretching ahead. Every word I never said. Empty lanes, I let it roll till the road feels lighter than my load. Engine steady, sky still black. I don't feel the urge to turn back. Somewhere between here and gone, I finally feel right moving on. Rain comes down in a steady line. Streetlight halos bend the time. Every color starts to blur, like the past don't feel so sure. Wipers trace the same old beat, neon shaking on the street. Every sign I pass tonight feels like it's learning how to fade. stays wet. City breathing its last regret. I keep moving, quiet still, with neon on the windshield. Feels close tonight, even when the streets are wide. Windows up, the night creeps in. Every thought on a low end spin. Nothing loud, nothing clear, just static hanging in the air. City breeze and broken tones. Every signal feels unknown. I don't reach, I don't repair. I just listen to the air. Static in the air, buzzing through the night. Every word I never said is flickering in the light. Static in the air, I don't tune it out. Some things don't need answers now, they just need to sound. Headlights pass like fading calls. Half heard truths, half closed walls. Radio between the lines, catching pieces out of time. Every frequency I feel tells me something might be real. Not enough to pull me back, just enough to stay intact. Signals cross, then drift away. Nothing tries to make me stay. I let the moment interfere with the static in the air. Static in the air, riding every mile. I don't mind the interference if it stays a while. Static in the air, soft and unresolved. Every crackle, every tone feels like letting go. No clear station, no goodbye, just the sound between the lines. If this night wants to remain unclear, I'll stay right here. Some connections never land, but they still reach your hands. I don't chase a perfect sound, I let it break me down. Static in the air, fading in and out. Every echo tells me more than certainty allows. Static in the air, I let it play. Some nights don't need direction, they just need to stay. They just need to stay. Engine low, the signal fades. Nothing lost, nothing saved. Just the road and open space. With static in the air. Miles behind me I can't count. Every sign I passed without a doubt. Somewhere I stopped asking why. Just let the road decide. Dashboard glow, familiar hum. Night feels heavy but I don't run. Every thought I couldn't outrun feels softer now, undone. I don't know where this ends tonight, but I'm closer than I was last time. I'm halfway home, between what I was and what I know. Still moving slow, but I'm not lost anymore. Halfway home, no need to rush or roam. I don't need the answers now. I'm halfway home. Old mistakes in the rearview fade, like worn out songs I finally played. Some nights teach you how to stay without begging things to change. I don't replay what I should have said. Let the quiet fill my head. Every mile feels less like waiting, more like grace. I don't chase the lights ahead, I just follow what's left. I'm halfway home, the hard part's come and gone. Still alone, but I don't feel wrong. Halfway home, with the radio low. Every road I didn't take finally let me go. If I stop here for a while, let the moment breathe. It's not giving up, it's learning how to leave. Somewhere in this open space I recognize my face. Not who I tried to be, just who stayed. I'm halfway home, the night's not over yet, but I've crossed the line. I won't forget. Halfway home, I let the silence roam. I don't need the end tonight. I'm halfway home. Engine steady, sky still wide. lines on the road. Hold me straight, I don't fight the distance now. I let it wait. Some nights don't need a map, they just ask you not to look back. If I drift, the lines remain, pulling me into the frame. I don't question where they lead, they've been enough for me. Lines on the road, fading in sight, still they got me through the night. Lines on the road, simple and true. I don't need the destination, just the view. Engine low, the sky's still wide, lines keep passing side by side. I don't rush, I don't explode, I trust the lines on the road. Blinking lights on empty signs, talking in a coded kind. Every signal feels delayed, like the night forgot its place. Windows down, the air feels thin, every thought drifting in. I don't chase what doesn't stay, I just read what fades away. Every sign comes through unclear, but I still feel something here. Signals after dark, speaks in a quieter tongue. I don't wait for something clear. I trust the signals that appear.
take tonight feels honest, feels true. City still awake long after the dark. I don't need the whole world now, just a spark. Morning still a ways away. Night hasn't finished what it has to say. city that still glows.
exactly where it needs to be. Streetlights, then the sky grows pale. Night loosens its grip on the veil. Every mile starts letting go, like it knows how this should close. Engine hums its final tone. Not arriving, not alone. Every thought that held on tight starts releasing with the light. Nothing left I need to say. The night already knows the way. Fade out slow. Don't rush the end. Let the silence settle in. Fade out slow. Let it breathe. Everything finds its place eventually. Radio fades between the bands. Static softens, understands. Every sound that stayed too long knows when it's time to move along. Windows fog, then clear again. Like a thought I didn't say. I don't force what's leaving now. I let it go the way it knows how. Some things don't need a sign. They just arrive on time. Fade out slow. Hold the tone. Let the moment stand alone. Fade out slow. Nothing breaks, it just softens at the edges. No curtain call, no final frame. Just the echo of a name. If this night wants to disappear, I'm still here. Every road I didn't take, every choice I didn't make, all dissolve into the sound as it winds down. Fade out slow till it's gone. Not forgotten, just moved on. Fade out slow, let it flow. Some nights are meant to end, they just go. Morning waits but doesn't rush. Night releases gentle touch. Everything I needed to know was in the way it faded slow.
Racing the ghost of yesterday, leaving just as chase, but it won't define the fire in my chest. And mine, I'm racing the ghost of yesterday. Tonight I cross that line.
light, but the streets still glow. Radio's low, but we already know. Every mile feels like borrowed time. Hands on the wheel, heart on the line. We've been running on fading dreams, chasing sparks in between. Every scar tells us we survive, still breathing, still alive. If the night tries to pull us down, we won't let it burn out now, now. One more spark, one more try. Look me dead in the eye. Keep the fire alive. Let it light the way. When the dark rolls in and the nights don't stay, keep the fire alive. Through the doubts and fear, if the world goes cold, we're still burning here. Dashboard clock says almost gone, but we're still holding on. Every word we never said echoes louder in our heads. Broken signs and worn out roads still feels better than going home. If this dream's about to break, let it break in flames. Every flame needs air to breathe. Every heart needs something to believe. Hold on tight, don't let it die, not tonight. Keep the fire alive. Let it light the way. When the dark rolls in and the nights don't stay, keep the fire alive. Through the doubts and fear, if the world goes cold, we're still burning here. We've been close to letting go. Felt the weight, felt the low. But every time the lights go down, we rise up from the ground. Keep the fire alive till the break of dawn. Even if the night feels too long, keep the fire alive. Hear the engine cry. If this is all we have, we won't let it die. Neon fades, but the feeling stays. Another night we won't erase. If there's one thing we still believe, we keep the fire alive. Yeah, we keep the fire alive. but the feeling stays. Another night we wanna race. If the past comes knocking someday, we'll say it was worth one more midnight run. City's burning in my rearview glass. Every memory coming back too fast. You said goodbye like it was nothing new. Left me running with the ghost of you. Radio static, broken song. Every word just feels wrong. Hands tied on the steering wheel, trying not to feel what I feel. Every mile pulls me deeper inside. No brakes, no place to hide. It pain's got a speed tonight. I'm riding it hard. Brake overdrive, pedal to the floor. Running from the truth, but it wants me more. Heartbreak overdrive, no end in sight. If love's a fire, I'm burning through the night. Street light shadows on the dash. Every promise turns to ash. I keep telling myself I'm fine, but I cross that line every time. Neon bleeding into rain. Every road feels the same. If I slow down, I might break, so I don't hesitate. Every thought cuts like a knife. Too late now to change the lines. If this is how it ends tonight, I'll survive. Heartbreak overdrive, pedal to the floor. Running from the truth, but it wants me more. Heartbreak overdrive, no end in sight. If love's a fire, I'm burning through the night. Maybe someday this fades away. Maybe I learn how not to stay. But right now the only cure is motion, noise, and open road. Last night's echo still hanging low. Every scar from the miles behind left its mark, but I'm still alive. Review full of yesterday, things I lost along the way, but the engine hums like it knows where I'm going. I've been down, I've been undone, felt the weight of everyone, but something pulls me forward now. I won't slow down. Eyes on the horizon, hands on the wheel. Every broken moment taught me what's real. Eyes on the horizon, no looking back. If the road keeps calling, I'm answering that. Neon dreams gave way to dawn. Somehow I'm still moving on. Every promise I couldn't keep still wakes me up from sleep. But the sky's turning shades of blue, feels like something new. If there's a chance beyond this line, I'll find it. Every night that tried to break, every risk I couldn't fake, let me here right where I stand, still believing. Eyes on the horizon, hands on the wheel. Every broken moment taught me what's real. Eyes on the horizon, no looking back. If the road keeps calling, I'm answering that. Maybe I don't know the end, maybe this is how it's meant. All I know is I won't stay stuck in yesterday. Eyes on the horizon, light in my sight. Every doubt behind me fading tonight. Eyes on the horizon, I'm still here. If the future's calling, I'm getting closer every mile from here. Sunrise burns the night away. Another chance, another day. If there's a line between fear and hope, I crossed it slow. Eyes on the horizon. Neon night, still call my name. Every memory feels the same. Some things slip, some things stay. Some scars don't fade away. Radio ghost in the air. Every word says you were there. Even time can rearrange what remains. I've been trying to outrun the past, but some fires are built to last. If the chasing shadows from the past. Every dream I tried to lose finds its way back to you. All the things we couldn't save, all the words we couldn't say, still echo in my veins like a name. I'm staying here with you. Street lights painting with silver lines, every shadow frozen in time. All the words we never said still running through my head. If tomorrow pulls us apart, let it wait, let it start. Right now everything feels right under these lights. Every mile that led us here, every doubt, every fear falls away when you're this close. I won't let go. Hold on to the night, don't let it fade. Every spark we feel is worth the pain. Hold on to the night till the sky turns blue. If the world wakes up, I'm staying here with you. Maybe morning changes everything. Maybe daylight breaks the dream. But right now the dark feels true. And so do Hold on to the night one last time. Every heartbeat racing, crossing the line. Hold on to the night before it's gone. If we lose it all tomorrow, we had this moment all along. Neon fades into the dawn, another memory holding on. If the dark ever calls my name, I'll remember we held on to the I've been walking through the fallout, every promise burned out, every road I thought would save me left me stranded, left me shaken, mirror showing who I was. Every crack still draws blood. my faith walk the line. Every night that tried to end me still reminds me. Broken wings rising against the wind. I've been torn apart, but I'm here again. Broken wings rising, learning to fly. If this is where I crash and burn, frame. Chairs on tables, lights too plain. Someone laughed like nothing's wrong, but the room felt tired of the song. The clock don't care who's staying late. It just keeps cutting clean through fate. Your coat was gone, mine still hung, like we both knew I wasn't done. No one's counting what we lost, just unpaid tabs and shaken thoughts. The bar closed an hour ago, but I'm still sitting here somehow. Every word I didn't say keeps circling the room right now. The night moved on, I didn't know how to leave it when you don't. Yeah, the bar closed an hour ago, but I'm still holding on. Neon buzzing through the glass, like it's asking who will last. Streets too quiet for the truth. Every step feels out of tune. I heard your name in someone's voice. Didn't turn, I had a choice. Funny how the smallest sound can pin your feet back to the ground. They wipe the counter clean and slow, like erasing things you'll never know. The bar closed an hour ago, but I'm still sitting here somehow. Every road I didn't take is leaning in and talking loud. The night moved on, I didn't know how to let it all just go. Yeah, the bar closed an hour ago, but I'm still holding on. Not looking for a sign, not waiting on a call, just listening to silence do its worst and do it all. If I leave now, it'll be real, so I sit and let it feel. The bar closed an hour ago, but the memory won't clock out. Some doors don't slam or creak, they just stay open, worn and proud. The lights are off, the streets all know there's no one left but me alone. Yeah, the bar closed an hour ago, and I'm still holding on. Keys in hand, I take it slow. The bar closed an hour ago. Third cup of bad coffee, still tastes like yesterday. Clock on the wall keeps moving, like it's got nothing to say. Streetlight flickers outside, counter. I don't think I'll try. I stepped out into the streetlight, key still warm in my hand. Every road looks the same now, like it wasn't part of the plan. Ticket stubs in my pocket, numbers fading fast. I swear I left it closer, or maybe that was last. Funny how a simple thing can stop you where you stand. I forgot where I parked, somewhere between then and now. Every turn feels familiar, but nothing lines up somehow. It's not about the distance or how far I've walked. It's just one of those nights. I forgot where I parked. Someone laughs from a doorway, music spills and disappears. I keep checking the corners, like it might still be here. Street signs blinking slowly, like they know something I don't. I keep circling the block, 'cause stopping means I won't. I could call it in, but forgot where I parked. Headlights flashed down the block. Guess I wasn't that far. Found your name in my contacts. Didn't plan on looking twice. Still got the same old digits. Still the same advice. Screen lit up like nothing changed. Like time just missed its cue. Some things do. I remember how you answered, half a breath before your name, like you knew it was me calling before I ever explained. Every space between the words felt heavier than sound. Some connections never fade, they just wait around. I didn't call to change the past, just to see what stayed. Your number still works, that's all I know. Didn't plan on crossing lines, but they're faint, not bold. No promises, no rehearsed truth, just the hum between the words when it's me and you. Your number still works. Guess some things do. Yeah. Maybe it ends with silence, maybe it doesn't last. Maybe it's just a moment that doesn't need a past. I won't ask where you've been, you won't ask me why. Some questions feel better left behind. Your number still works, still rings through, still sounds the same, coming back to you. No conclusions, no final word, just the proof in the tone that you still heard. Your number still works, guess I do too. Screen goes dark, I let it be. We all left at the same time, different doors, same goodbye. Parking lot lights came on like a cue. We didn't try. Everyone had a reason, everyone had a plan. Straight lines felt safer than not knowing where you land. I watched the taillights fade like nobody hesitated. Nobody took the long way. Nobody missed a turn. Everyone got home early, like there was nothing left to learn. I thought someone might slow down just to see what stayed, but nobody took the long way. Everyone went straight. Phone buzzed once, then nothing. Radio stayed low. Conversations ended clean, like they knew when to go. I passed the exit twice, didn't feel lost at all. Funny how the empty miles still feel like a call. I kept driving past the sign like time was on my side. Nobody took the long way. Nobody looked back. Every road was chosen like it came pre-attached. I thought someone might drift off just to feel the delay, but nobody took the long way. Everyone went straight. Maybe it's not about getting there, maybe it's how long you stay. Some things only show up when you don't rush away. I let the road decide, didn't fight it, didn't pray. Nobody took the long way, but I'm still out here now, letting the miles stack up without asking how. If this is where it leads me, I'm fine being late. Yeah, nobody took the long way, so I stayed. Turn signal clicking slow, no rush to shut it off. guitars every night. Said tomorrow we'd get it right. Set the drums counting in. then talked ourselves out again. We lived somewhere between the chords, something we couldn't force. Always said we'd come back around, but the room kept clearing out. Every idea sounded strong, till the moment passed us on. We never played that song, just talked about how it might feel. Said it needed one more line, one more reason to believe. Time kept moving along, like it didn't hear our side. Just one more life, we'll get it done. But we never played that song. Ashtray 4, amp still warm. Someone laughing in my hall. We wrote the title on the tape, then lost the night, erased the date. You said it sounded like goodbye. I said it sounded fine. little slower. Listen for a sound. Floorboards creak like they remembered everyone that's gone now. Your window faced the street light, same as it always did. I told myself it didn't matter, but I still noticed it. No sign you were waiting, no reason to stay, but some details don't ask to be explained. The light stayed on upstairs long after I passed by. Could have been nothing, could have been the night. I didn't wave or stop, didn't knock or stare, just kept walking while the light stayed on upstairs. Laugh from somewhere distant, TV through the wall. Every sound felt amplified, like it wanted to call. I remembered how you used to say you hated wasted power. Funny how a single bulb can hold an hour. Didn't read it as a sign, didn't turn it into more, just let it be a detail like so many before. The light stayed on upstairs, no message, no cue, just a quiet reminder of something I knew. I didn't slow my pace, didn't stop and stare, just kept moving while the light stayed on upstairs. Some things don't fade, they just don't speak. They hang in the air between the weeks. If it meant something, it didn't say, and I wasn't looking either way. The light stayed on upstairs until it didn't anymore. No ending to point at, no reason to be sure. I reached my car, looked back once, like I might find it there, but the street was empty and the light stayed on upstairs. Keys turn, engine starts, one last glow in the dark. We talked about the weather like it mattered more than us. Someone joked about the traffic, someone else refilled their glass. Every story stayed unfinished, pulled a little closer. Music played but not too loud. Every silence had a purpose. Every word stayed well behaved. I caught myself almost asking, then I let it pass me by. Some questions don't want answers, they just want to stay alive. Every glance knew what to do. Every pulse felt understood. No one mentioned tomorrow, didn't need to hear it said. We were careful with the present, like it might scare the rest. No plans drawn in pencil, no lines drawn in truth. No one mentioned tomorrow, so it stayed out of view. Maybe naming it would break it. Maybe saying it out loud would have turned this into something we weren't ready to allow. So we let the night decide what it wanted us to be. Just a room full of people letting time be. No one mentioned tomorrow, and it felt like enough for the length of a song, for the space between us. When the lights finally shifted and the night withdrew, no one mentioned tomorrow, so we never knew. Doors closed soft, voices low. No one mentioned tomorrow. She slid the paper across the counter, didn't look up, didn't pause. Total rang out to fade. The receipt was still warm when I put it in my coat, like a reason I could show someone if I ever needed hope. I didn't check the balance, didn't try to perform. I just stood there for a second while the receipt was still warm. Crumpled in my pocket by the time I got home. Too quickly, didn't check them twice. Hands move faster than you're thinking when you're done deciding. Clerk said have a good one, like it meant the same. I nodded like I heard it, didn't ask for the change. Nothing felt unfinished, nothing left to say. Some things happen clean, whether you agree. I didn't ask for the change, but it showed up anyway. In the space between the words I didn't plan to say. No apology needed, no one else to blame. I didn't ask for the change, but it came. Street looked different for a second, like it shifted lanes. Same old signs, same old corners, nothing stayed the same. And I thought I'd feel the difference, like a break or a bend. Turns out it's just quiet when something finally ends. Didn't fight it, didn't stop, just let it fall. I didn't ask for the change, didn't push or pull the line, just stepped forward out of habit and crossed it over time. No big scene, no confession, no parade. I didn't ask for the change, but it stayed. carry